One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will go to work first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Beavers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Washington's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is knocked away incomplete, but he ran through the receiver to get there. The flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he got loose.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
That's a first down for the offense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
First and goal, Washington.
Quick pass on the fly motion. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Barry. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. They'll try to pop the draw. He did not make it, a stonewall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that's his second miss of the day. And listen, it's a real thing, man. The wet, the ball gets heavier, like the operation doesn't go as smooth with the conditions, and I'd be shocked if we saw him again today.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. It's a draw. Shakes off the defender. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Beavers will punt it away on fourth down.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Huskies will hustle to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Give on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Dropping back, it's Barry. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a first down for the offense.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They feed him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
At the 5-yard line. 1st and goal.
Looking downfield, it's Barry. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off. It's a fumble on the play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. And the Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Calls his own number. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Oregon State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the red zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. replay will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Arkansas is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Fayetteville.
Unloads quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the gun. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Little. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Beavers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Barry. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds a tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
The Beavers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this.
Open space in the middle. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Washington. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Snagged out of the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
On the play. Second down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Runs through a tackle. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Back to pass, it's Barry. It's caught. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Set to kick off.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. From the gun, the ground game. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running to the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. From the gun to give, looking for room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Dropping back, it's Barry. Quickly complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Poole. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
That's a first down for the offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. This is a designed run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Sets up the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern.
Wants to throw on first down.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
It's a turnover on downs.
To the air, it's Barry. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
First down for the offense.
Give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Fires to the big fella.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. The play-action fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Oregon State, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He breaks a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down at 2nd and 9. They think there's room to run to the right here. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Wide receiver comes in motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quick release by the QB. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Picked off, that's That's number 15 on the year. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Running back searching for a hole.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.